wanted to make a video talking about I don't know if it's a parable or a quote or it's a story I've heard before, and I think it is useful when trying to, organize the things you're doing and how you look at the world. The general or the synopsis is you can kind of think of life like you have two dogs, one good, one evil, and the idea is that the one that wins is the one that you feed. And it's a good analogy for a lot of the things that we do day to day that direct our lives. We as people can choose to feed into things that will result in our detriment, or we can choose to believe in and encourage things that work to our benefit. We don't always think of it like that, but that's really what it is. So if we as people are more concerned with things that ultimately don't do us any good, then those things tend to dominate our lives. We can focus on all of the negativities, the things that are wrong. Problems at home, problems in the job, financial troubles, personal problems, things that have happened to us that ought not to have happened but did, but we continue to allow them to affect us in ways that determine how we live our lives. On the other hand, we can choose to focus on the things that have gone well, or learn how to use the things that were bad to our own benefit to help us to drive forward. We can look at those situations as ways to build character. And in a way, it is us feeding one of two ideas into our minds and ultimately determining our fate or what we do in life based on how we looked at those particular situations. So you can look and think of all of the problems that you've had. You had a bad upbringing, or you struggle financially, and you dwell on those things as opposed to dwelling on the good things or the opportunities or the possibilities that exist. Humans have a remarkable ability to survive. They have a remarkable ability to continue forward in the face of adversity, to accomplish great and wonderful things. We also have the ability to destroy and to kill and to bring about our own ruin through the things that we do and the things that we believe. I think, at least in my own life, when you tend to focus on all those things that have gone wrong, you lose your forward momentum. In the job that I do, one thing that I talk about with guys a lot that tends to help to be able to be more successful is about using positive momentum or momentum to drive forward into something better. When you're doing a job and you don't have any momentum or driving force forward, it's kind of like the old adage, an object in motion stays in motion and an object at rest stays at rest. When you as a person, when you're doing what it is that you do for a living, if you are constantly what-ifing and not putting your best foot forward and not trying to build off of previous success, you're ultimately not going to be able to accomplish anything new or anything greater. You have to build on prior success to build new success. It's true in dieting. The momentum behind being able to maybe get at a healthy weight or be healthier, be able to run longer, to exercise those things is built on momentum. You start doing it and it's hard to, but then as you continue to do it, it gets easier. And then as you do it for a long period of time, it becomes habit, and then that habit builds into a healthier lifestyle. Same thing with a job. It's hard to start something and get it moving in a better direction at first, but after you get the ball rolling and you have the procedures and the processes and the thought in place to be able to keep it moving forward, you can build on that success. So my thought for today, and hopefully a thought for any of you that ever watch this, is in your own life, what do you feed? Do you feed the fear and anxiety and the problems, or do you look past those things and drive forward to something better? So despite what you've been through, or despite what you're going through, or despite what your problems or faults may be, do you continue to move forward with the things that are good and that ultimately bring about your benefit? It's a very rare successful person that stays successful that doesn't continue to strive forward despite the problems they face. In business, you can see it. Sometimes you do well, and sometimes you do poorly. But if you continue to drive forward past the problems, you can perhaps achieve something on the other side. So I hope for all of you that you will drive forward and that you will feed those things within you that encourage and bring about success, and don't stay hung up on things that have happened before. Thanks, and have a good day.